Hi, I'm Anil Sookdeo. I'm the Jeff's Chemicals and Waste Coordinator here at the 67th Jeff Council. I'm here with Dr. Rolph Payet, who is the Executive Secretary of the Basel, Rotterdam, and Stockholm Convention. And we're going to chat about the Council and some aspirations for Jeff 9. So, Rolph,
Yeah.
we're in the middle of Jeff 8. How do you see the programming for chemicals and waste going in terms of supporting the Stockholm Convention?
Despite the complexities we have within this portfolio, as you know, we have to coordinate with various ministries, industry, agriculture, health, as well as Ministry of Environment at the national level. I think it's progressing very well because I think there's a legacy already developed with the implementing agencies in implementation of these projects. So I am quite satisfied. And as you know, we're already now preparing for the global project for eventual phase out of PCBs, and that will be considered in December. So we are on track, I believe.
Tell me a little bit about how we reconcile having to deal with new chemicals that are listed for time in the conventions, as well as dealing with the legacy issues.
Okay, well, this has always been a difficult question, but I think we need to sit down and strategize. I think we've learned lessons with the phase out of PCBs. I think we've seen that first engaging the partners is very important, framing the whole aspect of how do we phase it out, how do we work with countries that are ready and countries that are not so ready, how do we develop capacity. So I see that I'm getting a lot of lessons learned in implementation of the PCB project rather than going with little projects at the same time, which will help us really to deal with the legacy, but at the same time front load the new chemicals that are being listed under the Stockholm Convention.
Now we're in the middle of Jeff 8, and we need to start talking about Jeff 9,
Yes.
which we start the replenishment at the end of this year. What messages would you have for the donors to increase support to the convention?
I mean, clearly we want the portfolio to remain the same or increase. I mean, of course, we have to talk about inflation here. But at the end of the day, I want to be more impactful. I want the resources to be more impactful, which means that we need more results with the money that we receive. And I think we can achieve that through better coordination, through better engagement, and also addressing some of the key challenges that we have, such as, awareness at the policy level, coordination at the national level, strategizing and putting all the partners together, especially in terms of leveraging additional funding that is required under the JEF. We need to see how we can, couple this so that we can leverage much more impact at the local level.
For someone who's not familiar with the chemicals we work on, what would be your main message to convince a donor to fund chemicals management?
Okay, I will link it with the cost of inaction and the cost of pollution. And we see today, if we don't invest in removing those chemicals from the environment, we end up with a huge health cost. But not only health, but labor as well, because as we know, some of these chemicals, including mercury, has an impact on intelligence, has an impact on performance. And so we invest so much in education, but we don't invest so much in the well-being of the people. So putting this picture side by side, I think will help to convince donors and also the person on the street that it is important to make investment in removing those toxic chemicals from our environment.
And last point, what can we do better?
We can coordinate better. We can talk better, and we can think and learn from the past. Jeff celebrated 30 years recently. I remember the first Jeff, when Jeff was created, and we have amassed so much knowledge. And I think we need to put our heads together and extract this knowledge in a coherent way, and also see how we can use that knowledge for the future. AI maybe can help us. Artificial intelligence today can dig into all these documents and project documents and really bubble to the top the key lessons that we need to take the issues forward.
Well, thank you, Rolph. This was very insightful. I look forward to seeing you at your COPs next year.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Anil. Thank you.